Is an all-out war in the Middle East inevitable? Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakaha, Kwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And this is going to be a quick response to a question that was asked on the article from RT.com. As you see up there, is an all-out war in the Middle East inevitable? Now, the word inevitable means bound to happen. Okay? So, inevitable means bound to happen, meaning no matter what happens in life, whatever is bound to happen is going to happen. And the answer is yes. An all-out war in the Middle East is inevitable. Okay, and a proof of that is Bible prophecy. Prophecy, which is written in the Holy Scriptures. So if we come over here, because the words that are written in the Holy Scriptures are faithful and true, and they will indeed come to pass. Okay? So in Joel 3 verse 9, it says this, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Now the Gentiles of Joel 3 and 9, and the reason why I keep breaking this down is because sometimes when you see the word Gentiles in the Holy Scriptures, it's talking about actual heathens. And sometimes when you see the word Gentiles in the Holy Scriptures, it's talking about Israelites who are in a heathenistic state of mind, keeping the customs and the philosophies of the other nations. So, in other words, this is where discernment comes in. So, in Joel 3 verse 9, it says this, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Okay, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Prepare war. And what war are they preparing for? Well, if we go to, let's do this. Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14. It says, the second woe is past. Now, the word woe goes back to the Hebrew word abad yum, which the word abad means destruct. But when you add yum at the end of a Hebrew word, it makes it plural. So, abad yum literally means destruction. Okay? And notice how it did not mention the first World War, because the Second World War was a very destructive one. And what made the Second World War a very destructive war? The fact that America dropped 2 atomic bombs on 2 major cities in Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Okay? Which was Little Boy and Fat Man. Okay? And both atomic bombs had catastrophic effects on both of these major cities. Okay, and I've even uploaded a video showing you the before and the aftershocks of both of these atomic bombs. So the second woe is past, right? So the second woe is talking about World War II. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And the Third World War is going to be the most destructive war that ever took place upon the face of the earth. because, yeah, during World War II, there were missiles, there were rockets, there were RPGs, which RPG is an acronym for a rocket propelled grenade. Okay. So, there were RPGs, there were missiles, there were grenades, there were even tanks that shot out explosive shells, and there were even atomic bombs. But in World War III, this war is going to be fought with lasers, rail guns, okay? It's going to be fought with bombs, missiles, sound cannons, radiation weapons, you know, and we can't forget about that weapon up in what the world calls space called DEW, DEW, okay, that direct energy weapon. That weapon is going to be used during World War III. World War III is going to be fought with artificial intelligence, robots, bombs, grenades, tanks, MRAPs, highly advanced weapons. But above all that, the nukes, intercontinental ballistic missiles, are going to be shut off. And the fact that Babylon the Great, which is America the Great, okay, America, make America great again, which proves that America is Babylon the Great, right? America is going to be hit with 200 million nuclear warheads, in which the nuclear warheads are going to be carried via intercontinental ballistic missiles, which is capable of traveling from one continent to another continent. Hence, which is why they are called intercontinental ballistic missiles. Because according to Isaiah, the 34th chapter, the intercontinental ballistic missiles shoot up into the atmosphere, well, above the atmosphere of the earth, into what the world calls space. They travel around the globe, and then once they reach their destination, okay, they fall back down towards the air, where the capsule of the intercontinental ballistic missile comes off, and multiple nuclear warheads come raining out of the intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay, so, and it's not going to just be America. It's not going to just be the land of Israel being hit with nukes during World War III. It's going to be other countries too. Russia, China, parts of the Middle East being hit with nukes, okay? So what's going to make World War III the most destructive war? Nuclear missiles, the nuclear destruction. America is going to be hit with the most nukes, though, being hit with 200 million nuclear warheads, okay? But the point is that the third woe, which is World War III, cometh quickly. So what war are the Gentiles preparing for? They're preparing for World War III. So then it goes on to say, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Okay, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. So in other words, beat your agriculture tools into in other words, instead of investing into agriculture, invest into weapons of warfare. Also, beat your plowshares into swords, right? Because a plowshare can be used as a weapon, right? A pruning hook can be used as a weapon. So if you're beating a plowshare to a sword, what are you doing? You're upgrading your weaponry. You're upgrading your arsenal. You're upgrading your artillery. You're upgrading your weapons, whether if it's from missiles to RPGs to bombs, you see? Because at one point, America was the only country with weapons of mass destruction. Okay? But if you look at today's time, and in a process of time, these countries have been upgrading their artillery, their armory, their weapons. And what do you see now? Now you see North Korea with ICBM nuclear missiles. You see Russia with ICBM nuclear missiles, sonic missiles, okay, hydrogen bombs. You know, Iran has nuclear missiles, which the Lord is going to use Iran to destroy the land of Israel. That's why those Israelis, that's why they don't want Iran making, that's why they don't want Iran having uranium. Because uranium is one of the key elements needed to make a nuclear bomb. Okay? But, you know, Israelis know that if Iran get their hands on a nuclear bomb, that, yeah, it's game over for them. But, okay. But yeah, these, America is no longer the only country with weapons of mass destruction. So it says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, okay, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Now, Jehoshaphat goes back to the Hebrew word Yahweh Shaphat, which means what? Yahweh's the judge. And why is it called Yahweh's the judge? For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Okay? Now, where is the land of Yahweh Shaphat located at? Over there in the Middle East. Okay? So, is an all-out war in the Middle East inevitable? The answer is yes. With that, I'm going to say shalom. It's on to the next one.